Good morning, guys. Good morning, good afternoon. Good morning, good morning. Not really too much going on this morning, unfortunately, in terms of pre-market. We'll get started in a few minutes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see. A lot of people are liking UCAR. A lot of people. I'm not touching UCAR. It's a pumped stock, but I'm just sharing what levels I have on it. That's all, to help you guys, for those who are interested. So downtrend break is ideally what you want to enter. Just remove this yellow line. So yeah, this is your 4 hours. So obviously you can see it's in a large downtrend. You need, I would say, this is your entry around here. 9.5. It's 9 cents, but I personally would avoid this, but I'm just sharing this for those who are in this play, that's all, or who are contemplating whether to get in. This is just your levels for it, but there are hundreds of way better setups than this. I personally would avoid it. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, 2 requests. Very confident, huh? HSDT need 1132. AGFY, this needs to get above $1. Personally, I would wait for this level here. Personally, I would wait for just the high of this. At the moment, it's just really consolidating around this level. It needs to break above $1 for any kind of entries at the moment. But for now, yeah, it's not worth entries right now. There's no sign of any direction. It's literally just consolidating in this level, so I don't know what's going on. 10x, 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 10x. Ooh, 10x is running. Add this one to the watch list. Thank you for letting me know about this. 4 hour. 1591. Here's your high. So here's one level. And then to here. And then here. These are your levels for this on 10x. So yeah, 1590, 1679. 1590 is your first big break. So it was previous resistance here. So if you get that break, you should be all right. Levels for YTEN. Be careful with that YTEN. Everyone's trying to get in that thing. Big sell-off yesterday. I know it ran 50%, but nothing on this. So the first thing you do is very simple here. Okay, it's very easy. Anyone can learn how to do this, right? How to chart. Identify where's the high and the low. We have a low here, right? And we have a high here. Now we identify that this is an area of support. Okay, you can put this in any color. And then we can identify this as a high. Okay, from here, then we can identify what is the trend. Is it an uptrend? Is it in a downtrend? Is it consolidating? Do we know what's going on? We can identify that this is simply in a downtrend, right? If it is in a downtrend, we do not look for entries. Why? Because it's very, very difficult to know when this will start reversing, okay? Unless you know why and how it starts reversing, then you can maybe look for entries. For me personally, that is where what I'm very good at is identifying reversals and pullbacks to key levels. But for this, in this sake here, there is no real direction. We've identified that this is support, this is the resistance, it's in a downtrend. If you're looking for an entry, you need the trend to break. So you need the trend to break above, identifying that it's gone from a downtrend to an uptrend. So you need to wait for downtrend. So whatever this level, you can wait for. Riskier entries would be this break. Safer entries would be probably around here. So there is a big move you have to wait for. But that is what you got to do in order to wait for confirmation, unfortunately. So this is what you have. So you could wait for this 0.36, 0.36. So 0.36 could be your watch. So I'll just mention this on Twitter. So I'll say watch 0.36 break. So you just have to wait. Once you get to that level, then you can start to look for entries. Right now, there's no reason. Wait for 0.3600 break. I hope that makes sense, Solomon. So it's just having patience, right? You have to wait, because if you're going to try and jump in now, of course it can go up, but it can also go down. If you wait for the confirmation, that is where you can look for safer entries. Trying to enter now would be a gamble, in my opinion. Unless you know that there is a reversal coming, then that's fair enough. But for me, what I see, nothing at the moment. Yeah, 10x is insane. Yeah, what is this? 1590. I think you could get that easily. I think you should break that 1590 and keep going. Break 1590, you're definitely getting 16, whatever it is, 79. HSDT, this is another prime example of what you can do with the setup. We have a high, identify where the support is, so we can say here is a low. That means that we have this. What is the trend now, right? So we've identified that there's a support, there's a resistance, the trend. It is the same thing in a downtrend, right? So no reason at all to be getting in this, in my opinion. I personally am going to wait. If it breaks 1132, then I'll be interested. But trying to enter now is a no-go. You can try and take entries here at 870 if you want to, but for me, I will not be touching this at all. So you're in a range right now, but it's obviously pulling back to this level here. So I'll just put this in orange. So this is your levels on that. GRRR. Traded this twice today in the Discord, which I gave, which was very nice. Actually 3 for 3 in the Discord this morning, which is very nice. This is a very nice setup though. I do like it. As long as we stay above $1, I'll keep being interested in this play. But if we do break below, then I'll just cut it off my watch list. So at the moment, I'm waiting for it to come down into. We can say let's put this down to a 15-minute demand zone here. I prefer using the 5-minute because it works best for my setups, but all demand zones are pretty much the same thing. So here we have, this is what you have at the moment, right? So what you're waiting for is it to come back inside the demand zone. It mustn't be just above, it mustn't be below. If it goes below this demand zone, that means that it's no longer demand zone. You have to look for the next one. So if this demand zone gets broken below, then this is your next red candle before the move. It is a much larger demand zone than you would ideally want, so I personally wouldn't use this as a demand zone. But this is what I have at the moment for this, so we can see what's happening. That it's pulling back into demand zone once again there, then we can start to look for entries. But at the moment, just wait for it to find an area support, because at the moment it's really just trading. It's very bearish, it just keeps coming down. Safer entries around here because this is where it will probably hold and then push up. So we'll have to wait for that. Chia, I really like this setup. I know this thing, I expected this thing to run yesterday. It halted down actually. Thankfully I didn't get in, but just be careful with this one. It looks like it might be getting manipulated. So yeah, be careful with this. GRDI, I like this one a lot. This was similar to that play from yesterday. It didn't even really run too much. Well, it did a bit. CMND, it gives me similar setup to that kind of play, but at the moment, yeah, we have, I just got this, put this here like this. So we have here 211, so we can put that orange and then just mark the high, which is here. So 249 is the high, but I'm going to put it here at 241 because we have more of a resistance here. So if it breaks the downtrend, you can look for possible entries. But for me, I'm going to be waiting for 241. If you get 241, then you should be okay on this. So yeah. Let's have a look and see. Right, so GRDI so wait for downtrend break. So I hope that makes sense with this one, right? So if it's in a downtrend, unless you can identify that there's a reversal happening, then you can look for entries. But if you don't, then you have to wait for the trend line to break. It's very simple. The trend line, you want it to get as many touches as you can, right? Like this. So if I had my trend line like this, right? I only have one touch here, 2, 3, and then 4 touches. However, if I moved it to this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Even 8 here. So that just shows that this is a stronger area of support or resistance because it's rejecting this. If we break above, I would say 225, you could look for possible entries. For me, I'm waiting for 241. So we'll see what that does do. KPTI, what are we looking here? I think there's a larger time frame setup. Yeah, so KPTI, this is, let me go check on the 4 hour here. So KPTI, this is your levels that I had here. So this 153, I would even just put 150. That's a huge psychological level. So if you can get a 150 break, then maybe you can look for possible entries on this. You need a candle closure above. If there is a wick, then that is not a break. So that's not confirmation. So for instance, if this was, let's say this was 150, okay, that is not a break above. That is a wick. That is a rejection indicating that there is a strong area of resistance. If you got a candle close above like that, then you could look for possible entries. But trying to enter when there's a wick like this is not a good idea. I like to wait on the 5 minute, 10 minute, 15, 20. It just really depends on the market conditions. I use larger time frames if the market isn't great. If the market's great, then I'll use less. Okay, AGFY, this one's happening with this, nothing really, yeah. So AGFY, guys, I would personally just wait for 124. You can see what's happening here. This is your support level here as well, right? So 8.87. You can just do 0.88, 0.88. Here you go. Orange. So you got this, right? So this is your support. The $1 blue is just simply the, this is just a psychological color, psychological level, and then that is your high of day. So at the moment, no reason to be entering. This is your support, breaks below that. Should be coming down to the low here, whatever this candle is. If you guys have any questions, any tickers to post, feel free to do so. I will go over some for you. I'll be here for like 15 minutes or so. 10, 15 minutes. Could you give levels for, oh yeah, I already gave YTE. 10x, there goes 10x. As I mentioned, it should break this, and it did, and then I go into that, and then that. So if anyone did grab that one, well done, and thanks for letting me know about that one, dope. So yeah, you can see that it broke this to here, was a 24% move. So if anyone did grab that one, nice job. That was simply just a momentum play. Very nice on that. GRR. I need to mark the $1 level on this. I really do like GRR, but I just wanted to hold $1 because it'll give me at least will be a play for today. No problem, bro. Thanks for you. No worries, man. Well done. I hope you got in that. Oh yeah, GGE. GGE. GGE, this is what I have for GGE. So look what's happening, right? Same thing, same rules apply. Here's a high, here's the low. So we have that, right? Then what do we identify? We can identify what trend it is in. So although it's in a downtrend like this, right? What I would suggest is that it's actually consolidating like this. So that means if it breaks out of consolidation to the upside, so basically if it breaks this high, so remove this. If it breaks this high here, which is 0.3, whatever this price is here, then maybe you can look for entries on this, right? So the reason why I say that is because if it's consolidating, there's usually a big move incoming, but you want it to break above here for confirmation and then hopefully push to the upside. So you have breaks this, then you have resistance to all the way to, oh, this thing's 3 cents, so I don't know. Yeah, that's what I have on a green giant. Isn't that the like vegetables or whatever. Clove, long term. Yeah, I'll give you some long term levels. Clove. What did you enter at, Faizan? Or haven't you entered yet? I know a few friends who are in this play, like long term as well. Let me see. I can give you some daily levels. Let's see what's looking like on the daily. Let's see, daily, weekly. Daily, have this. Alright, so daily, you're on this level here. Trying to get this as clean as possible. Could be a possible bullish pennant. So you have this on the daily. Let me get some levels now. So you have here, then just mark this level here. So let's just say, I'm just going to give them whole numbers, like psychological levels, because it's just cleaner then. So mark the high and the low, so 106 here, or let's just do 105 here, I think. Oops, 105. So 105 here. So this level here, and then in between you have like here. Just obviously the $1 is a big level here, I would say. See how it keeps rejecting this $1? There's not been a candle close above here for a while. So yeah, $1 there, and then one more level would be like here. 0.905. These would be my levels that I would say on Clove. Here's your Clove daily levels. I'll post this on Twitter. I'll even put on, yeah, I'll put on. Faizan, I'll put you on, yeah, this is it. Alright, one sec, here. So Clove daily levels, Clove. I posted in the Discord as well, Faizan. Oh, you're in a 0.98. Yeah, so the thing is here with this, right? Look, $1, if you're looking at the daily from here. So let's say from here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like literally a month, right, of rejecting $1. So you need it to close above. If you get a daily above this, then you candle close above, then you should be fine. But every time it gets there, you can see it's wicked, right? Thoughts on Chia? It looks like it's pulled back below this morning's trend. Oh, Chia. Yeah, I said I would just be careful with this. This halted yesterday. This is what I have for now on it. And then this is like the low here. Just be careful. There's a lot of selling. Last 3 hours of all selling. Just be careful with it. That's all. I personally, I don't know. I mean, it ran 32% yesterday, but look, so look, that was from open, and then it ran literally since open yesterday, it knifed well, not knifed, it went all the way down. Then it finally ran up. Now it's up 17%, but now it looks like it's coming down again. So maybe good buying area is around the 650 level, 660. You could look there. Trug. Trug. This ran what, last week, right? Trug is coming down. So Trug is in a downtrend. So let's mark the high. So let's say around here, this resistance level. So say, what is actually around here? Right, so say $2 is your resistance. You can put that in purple if you want. And then this is our support level around here. I know it says 116, but we'll just put 115 for psychological sake. And then we identify the trend. We can identify that it's in a downtrend. So at the moment, no reason to be entering this. If you get a closure above this level, then you should be fine. Above the trend, then you're okay. But, excuse me, apart from that right now, it looks like it's coming all the way down to this 115, 115, if that makes sense. Because this is the most recent area of support. You could say this is an area of support as well, right? Like around here, like 130. So maybe it holds 130. But if you're trying to get entries, it would best be if you can get it above that breakout of the trend line, that's all. All right. Yes, guys, we do have spots for the Discord. Yes, there are spaces. Live trading is tomorrow as well, so that is what we have. This is the link. If you guys can do me a favor, if you can like the stream up as well, I would appreciate it. And also subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, the link, the live trading link, I mean, the Discord link is right there. It's through WAP, so you pay on Stripe. If you have any issues with it, let me know. I know we have one person joined already, which is good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will see you in the Discord in a bit. All right, what else is going on here? Anything else moving? Not really. Let me see. 10x, AJs. Yeah, there's really nothing's really moving, to be honest with you guys. If I had to be honest. 10x, this one's going to obviously be pulling back, right? Oh, it's still going. So it's going to keep going up as long as it stays above this low here. Otherwise, it's going to come down to probably around here. HSDT, still no reason to be entering. GRRR. Nice. I like GRR. It just didn't come down into demand zone. Unless it comes into demand zone, then I'll look for possible entries. Chia, nothing on this. GRDI. This looks very good, GRDI. It's breaking the downtrend now. Strong bullish candle. Expecting this to break out. It is kind of breaking out right now as we speak, actually. UCAR demand zone. Let me have a see. What time frame you got for UCAR? So your demand zone for UCAR would be this, but the price action on it isn't great, to be honest with you. The reason why I say that is because look here, right? You have UCAR, you have this candle, but look at these range of these candles, 6%. Actually, it's not too bad, but I personally don't really like this price action. It's too close. If we look at the larger time frame, too close to this resistance level that I have marked here, right? So 0.955 or whatever it is. So 0.95, this 95 cents, or no, not even 95 cents, 9 cents, right? I personally would wait if you can get a candle closed, right? Like above this, like if you get a candle closed above like this, this is my candle. I know I'm not the greatest, but that's, so if you get a candle close above, then you should be fine. But don't try, I personally wouldn't try and enter now because it's a lot higher risk. You can see every time it's got here, it's rejected, right? Try and get a candle close above this and the trend line break, then you should be okay. But yeah, in terms of demand zone, this is the demand zone here, but it's not really my kind of setup. So I personally would avoid it. It can run crazy, of course, but there's a lot better setups in my opinion. This one gets pumped a lot on Twitter, so just be careful of this, that's all. All right. I'm going to go into the Discord now, guys. If you have any questions regarding the Discord, feel free to ask me on Twitter, or you can message now in the chat if you like, any questions. Just one thing to mention for the difference between obviously the Twitter and Discord is Twitter, I just share charts where I believe setups will go up. I expect price to go up from that. However, I'm not 100% correct. No one is, but I do have a very high win rate. With that being said, always make sure you keep a stop loss. Personally, I have a 3% stop loss on every trade that I enter. The trades that I give on Twitter are just setups I like. If I do enter any trades, I alert them in the Discord with stop loss entry targets, etc. Along with that, we do seminars and the usual stuff that most Discords have. But yeah, if you got any questions regarding that, feel free to ask on Twitter. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you all tomorrow, and new members, welcome. I will see you in the Discord. So